Welcome to Secrets of Nursing Homes, giving you a sneak peek of the hidden underbelly of nursing homes. Hi. So let's say your doctor or your nurse is going to come in and listen to your lung sounds. One thing you want to do is to turn off the TV, turn off the radio, make sure that it's quiet, stop talking on the phone, stop talking to visitors. Now is the time to be quiet so they can get a good idea of what's going on in your lungs. The quieter that it is in your room, the easier it is for them to make an assessment of your lungs. Now the nurse is going to assess both your inspiration and your expiration to compare the length and the sound of them. So she'll be taking, and then she'll be listening to your lung sounds. She'll listen back here, like say this is you. She's going to listen to at least 6 places: the top, the middle, and the back. And sometimes they also listen up here if you hear something that's not going so good. The first thing that will stand out to a nurse is wheezing. And wheezing is a musical note that you've all heard wheezing. The bad wheezing is like a one singular note, and so you breathe in and you breathe out. It's kind of like a whistle. When there's many notes, then that means that yes, you have a problem, but it's not as serious, and it's more of a chronic thing like COPD. But if we hear that one-tone whistle, we know that you're having trouble breathing. We'll take your oxygen stat anyway when we listen to your lung sounds and make sure that you're at least being able to hold your own. If your oxygen stat is under 90, unless there's contradictory physical problems that you have, most likely you'll be started on oxygen and about 2 liters per minute through a nasal cannula that goes into your nose. Agophony is a very interesting thing. Not everybody uses it, but I happen to like it. And that's when the nurse should take her stethoscope. Now this is going to be your nurse. We're going to play.
Without a head.
Headless nurse. Okay, put your head on the right way. So the nurse is going to come here and she's going to listen to your head.
It's quite the hospital.
I know. This should have been my Halloween segment. So the nurse will be back here listening to your lungs, and she'll ask you to say the letter E. Okay, so if you say the letter E and she hears E, that's a good thing. But if you say E and she hears a nasal like eh coming through the stethoscope, wherever she touches it, you know there's a problem. Either there's like a pneumonia, or there's like some reason that oxygen, there might be fluid or there might be infection, that oxygen isn't coming as well to that area. You might have a rub. Rub is just, the rub sounds like just like if you rub something like, and that is a very bad sign. That means that you may have some very serious issues, but most people don't have a rub. I think in my 20 years of nursing I've heard a rub one time. Now diminished lung sounds, we hear that quite frequently in if you have a cold, if you have a pneumonia, in that area where it's affected, the air isn't coming in and out of the lung itself that well. It's blocked, the passageways may be blocked or swollen, and so it's hard to get air in and out. So we're going to hear less sound, and we'll know, oh, right there, that's a bad spot, and we'll write it down and tell the doctor. Of course, it's really bad if we don't hear any sounds at all, and then we know that's something that we have to call in right away as well. Next, we're going to talk about bowel sounds. Now, you might think that's kind of strange. Everybody's bowels make noise. But here you are, you're laying down, and the nurse is going to check 4 areas on your stomach. Let's say this is your belly button. They'll just check 4 areas right around there. And they're listening for how loud they are, how soft they are, and what type of pitch they are. Or if we didn't hear any at all, that would be a bad sign too. We'd be pressing on your stomach, maybe, to see if there's any tender spots. We're not pressing on your stomach necessarily to hurt you. We might be able to say, oh, I can feel your liver, I can feel this. Sometimes you can feel organs through that when you press. And so it's a good thing to let us do that. We'll be asking you questions that you might want to not answer, but just be honest with us. Do you have diarrhea? Do you have constipation? Do you have any food allergies? Those type of things. And that all goes in with that bowel assessment as well. We'll also want to know if you, and we'll be able to hear it, you have problems with gas and nausea. That's all of the stomach, bowel area as well. And so all that needs to come out and be documented on the nurse's notes. Thank you for watching. If you like us, please subscribe and pass it on. Consider becoming a Patreon to help us pass this information on to people who really need this. Thank you so much.